Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. After being the first tight end off the board in the 2022 NFL Draft, and after being the first pick in the draft for the Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride was somewhat hidden on the depth chart for the 2022-2023 season, so he had a bit of a forgettable rookie season. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, can Trey McBride live up to expectations for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward? Coming out of Colorado State University, Trey McBride was a very good tight end prospect. Not only was he a unanimous All-American in his last year in college football, but he also won the John Mackey Award, which is awarded to the best tight end in college football. When you watch Trey McBride coming out of college, the first thing that really jumps out to you is his combination of his speed and hands. His hands are so sure. He rarely dropped any balls in college football. Whether he was wide open, he would never have concentration drops, but more importantly, in tight man coverage and in zone coverage looks where he was going to be absorbing a big hit upon catching the football, he would never drop that football. Again, Trey McBride, strength is one of the names of his games, not only in terms of his grip strength, but in terms of his overall strength, as this really shows after the catch. He was consistently trucking guys after the catch in college. Not only that, but he was a well above average run and pass blocker, showing a really nice anchor with pass blocking as well, and a really nice drive in run blocking. The contested catch ability is something that you get really excited about with Trey McBride. He was consistently beating one-on-one coverage, not only in the slot lined up at tight end, but on the outside occasionally as well, up against the other team's number one cornerbacks. He was mossing those guys in college. Now, his acceleration, his change of direction, and his overall agility is nothing special, but again, that combination of speed, size, and strength is very special out of Trey McBride. So why didn't he produce in year one for the Arizona Cardinals? Well, I'll be completely honest. This was the Arizona Cardinals' fault, Cliff Kingsbury and company, going into the 2022 NFL Draft. Not only did the Arizona Cardinals already have Zach Ertz, but they had Max Williams as well. And really, we had a need at every single position except tight end. So the fact that we drafted a tight end with the first pick in the draft already projected Trey McBride's fit with the Cardinals last year very weirdly, as we were still trying to win now, but already had an established veteran at the position. Once Zach Ertz got hurt, Trey McBride got the call to start for the Arizona Cardinals, and he finished the season extremely strongly. As you could see in this video, he had a phenomenal game up against the Falcons with quarterback David Blau, who's projected to be the potential starter of the Cardinals going into the first couple games of the season. Not only that, but it is a big question mark if Zach Ertz is even going to start the first couple games of the season, as he's still recovering from that injury. So if David Blau and Trey McBride, two guys who again at the end of the season really had a nice connection, if they can connect early on in the season, then in my opinion, the Cardinals, who are in a complete rebuild, are going to look to trade Zach Ertz, their veteran, at the trade deadline. So Trey McBride should be on paper the starter for the majority of the season for the Cardinals. And for a guy who really did not play in a lot of games, to have 29 catches on 39 targets is very impressive, 265 yards and 1 touchdown. Let's say hypothetically Zach Ertz is there for the majority of the season for the Cardinals. Well, what has me excited is this new offensive coordinator and this new scheme coming to Arizona. Drew Petzing is going to be the new offensive coordinator, and he comes from the Kevin Stefanski coaching tree, which is more of that Kyle Shanahan, but more so of that Sean McVay coaching scheme that somewhat does use 12 personnel. Really a staple of that system is the under center wide zone blocking scheme, and that's something that's going to be executed, especially with not Kyler Murray in the lineup. So on those play action boots under center, you always have a tight end leak out into the flat on the check down. And this is something that really highlights Trey McBride's skill set, as he's very good after the catch. As I just mentioned in this video, he has really nice speed to consistently get open in the flat, especially when he's being guarded by linebackers. So in the scheme, I really do envision Trey McBride succeeding to a great deal if he gets the playing time. That really is the key to Trey McBride's success. class. He just needs to get out on the field. I absolutely do trust in the talent that is Trey McBride. Thanks for listening, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, are you still a Trey McBride believer? In my opinion, he's been completely swept under the rug. As long as the Arizona Cardinals give him an opportunity, I think he will prove to be the best tight end in the 2022 tight end class, which is a very deep tight end class. You have guys like Jelani Woods, for example, who got drafted in the later rounds who are already looking good. So again, thanks for listening, guys.